Hi, my name is Paige Cathy, and I decided to do my stop, drop, and vlog on the movie Jaws by Steven Spielberg. I decided to choose Jaws because it's nostalgic and familiar, and my family used to watch it every year at the beach because it would play on the Shark Week, like 24/7. It was just always on. And watching it again, it gave me that nostalgic pull back, but it also was cool to watch and really analyze, because before you just watch it and you're just watching it for like an entertainment purpose, but once you're really reading it, watching it to analyze it, you kind of realize just how purposeful all the shots are and what it's like maybe trying to tell you, like what you could interpret by all these things, like the certain shots, the zoom in, zoom out, the scenes, the setting, and the sound and the music. And my point is that Spielberg uses sound and music to draw viewers into the movie and make them feel like what they should be feeling, like in that moment. Like if they should be feeling fear or relaxation or love or happiness, then he uses sound and music to help them feel like that. And I want to start with the first shark attack, with the girl swimming in the water and the guy who's on the shore. So at first, whenever she gets in the water and she's swimming, there's no music, there's just the sound of like her swimming and her talking to the guy and just like her messing with the water in the water. And then we get the shark's perspective, and that's whenever you hear that famous donut, 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 and you start getting a little anxious and you're like, oh no, like what's gonna happen? Because that noise is very suspenseful, and it's very like puts you at your edges of your seat, and you're like, oh, like what's gonna happen? And then we get her perspective again. There's no music, just the sound of her swimming. She's calling to the guy and she's like, come in, like what are you doing? Come in. And then whenever we get the shark's POV again, and it's the music, and then we get where the shark attacks, and it has the music from the shark. We're getting like her perspective and the shark's perspective, but the music's playing and she's screaming. It's very chaotic. She's splashing around in the water. It's like still going, and then we get the boy's POV, who is on the beach and has no idea that the girl is being attacked. No music. There's just the sound of the waves. There's even a sunset in the back if we want to talk about visuals. And it's very peaceful. And it's because he doesn't know what's happening. He doesn't know about the threat, like of the shark. And then we go back to her and it's very intense, very chaotic. It's making you like, oh no, like I don't want to look. And then as the shark attack ends, it goes back to the boy on the beach, and it's just no music, just waves, maybe some bird sounds from what I'm remembering. It's just very peaceful. And so I think the sound also, it has like it's very characterized for the shark, obviously, but it's also for whenever like someone knows about the shark and knows like about the threat. And I have another example for the second shark attack that happened. It was on the beach, and on shore there's a bunch of people at the beach and they're just having a normal summer beach day, and all that you hear are people talking and swimming, and there's no music playing, not even like summery music. There's no music at all, and it's just very like normal, very relatable to how it would be at the beach. And then we get the shark's POV, and that suspenseful music starts playing. And from what we knew before, whenever we heard that music, now we especially know, oh, something is about to happen. And so we have the shark's POV, and we see him passing by all these people in the water, and you're like, oh no, like any of those people he could go and like grab, because we're hearing the music and we're scared and we're on the edge of our seat. And then the shark attacks that little boy, and the music is playing and there's blood and there's splashing, and it gets like a little bit more chaotic. And then on shore, people are starting to notice that something's happening, but the music, the shark, the da-na, 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 isn't playing on shore yet, because people aren't completely sure. They're like, wait, there's something happening there, but I'm not really sure what. They're just going up to see. It's not really, the characters aren't really like feeling that anxious feeling that you or me would be feeling watching it, because we know what we're seeing, but they don't see the shark yet. They don't notice the threat, the danger. Whenever they realize that there's a shark attack and that there's blood and somebody's being hurt, and then fear is then instilled in them, then the music starts playing for the people who are also on shore. And I feel like that shows that they're afraid and that they're aware of the danger, and they're frantic and freaking out. And then once the shark attack ends and everyone's out of the water, it makes sure it shows that like everyone has now gotten like out of the water, the music ends. So I feel like that music is incorporated with like danger. Like once you hear that music, it's like danger. And once everyone's out of danger, or like the danger is gone, then the music stops. So I feel like that's one way that he has music to make you feel how like scared or anxious, but also it can show how the characters are feeling too. And my question is, sorry, I have it written down, is what are ways sound and music affected the way you watched your movie, and how did it make you feel in certain scenes? Like, were there certain scenes where there was no music and it was just like I like to think about in movies, whenever you're watching a movie and it's like a diner and there's a bunch of stuff like moving around and plates being like taken in, and you like hear all that clitter clattering, and it's very relatable to whenever you're at like Waffle House or something. And so are there like sounds and noises that are very relatable, or are there music that's eerie or music that's happy or romantic? Like, how did the sounds in the movies that you chose to watch, how did they affect you and how you watched it? And how maybe, yeah, that's it.